and welcome to my YouTube channel Living with Spice. I'm Rebecca Gabriel. I'm going to be doing a card reading today for Aries, and this is for the first week of November. It's the 1st through to the 8th of November. So Aries, it's a general reading, as you know. It's not going to resonate with all Aries, but I do believe if you've come to the channel, there's going to be a special message here for you. Now, it's been quite a rough ride through October, particularly in the last week or so, where we were releasing a lot of emotions, thoughts, feelings, anxieties, things that needed to be cleared up, let go and released. And as we come into the month of November, it's now about getting traction and about going through the process of healing, making changes, transformation, and seeing progress now based on the seeds that we've been planting. So let's get into the reading, Aries, to see what's coming up in store for you with regards to events and energies that are surrounding you at the moment and the guidance that Spirit has for you. So Aries, thank you for joining me for your weekly reading, the 1st through to the 8th of November. So let's get into it. Let's see what is coming up for you, Aries, in this week. Oh, this is interesting. So we've got Archangel Raphael, the healing angel, really strong in your reading. The first cards here. So what we have here is 7 of Raphael, 9 and 2. So looks like you are in a situation where you need to make some decisions in your life at the moment, and it perhaps is an important decision in terms of it's going to set the pathway for you for the future direction. So right now it's really important to be clear about what it is that you want so you can take the right kind of action, specific action. So there is an element about this where it's requiring your choice, and in order to choose well, you are considering your options right now. So I guess you are, what that means is that you are needing to evaluate the pros and cons of your current choices to do a good, decent assessment of what is there. So you're understanding clearly what is available to you, using the information that you have, doing your research, making sure that as you are assessing the situation, you're looking at all of the details and asking yourself the bigger questions. Is this going to lead me in the direction that I want? Is this going to give me the outcome that I want? So quite often when we're faced with a lot of choice, we can go into overwhelm, and then we may, to get ourselves out of overwhelm, because none of us like that discomfort, we can have a tendency to rush things, and we put unnecessary pressure on ourselves because we don't like being in that procrastination stage where we have not yet made a decision. And it's a very frustrating feeling, and sometimes we can just be impulsive and make a rushed decision. So what I'm sensing here is you do need to make the decision. That's important. You just need to be clear about what it is that you want so you understand the outcome. When you're clear, you'll know what choice to make and what path to take. Now, for some reason, it's also pointing to a need for detoxification. So is that to do with how you are thinking? Let's have a quick look. It may be that you are sort of getting a little bit lost in the daydream and the illusions of things, and you've got clouded thinking, it would seem. I think that's where the detox is coming from. Yeah. And the procrastination. Okay. So yeah, whenever we need to make a good decision around something, it's important to have clarity of mind. So if it's referring to a health matter, or you've not had enough sleep, for instance, or you're in a negative energy, then that's what you need to detox from in order to make a clear decision and to have clarity around what it is that you want. So put yourself in the best position in order to work well, function well, and that way it'll help you with your decision making. The 9 of Raphael. Dreams are coming true. I love the picture of the genie here, So it's about making a wish. Well, we can also put that in terms of be very clear about your intentions, what you imagine you'd like to have manifested. And when we're able to be very clear about what we want to manifest now and in the future, then it's so much easier to create that reality. So, you know, we don't sit back by pie in the sky dreaming, but if we have a clear vision of what it is that we want, then our actions are going to support that vision and make that reality happen. So you're going to have a lot of fun in life if you master that skill. The Two of Raphael, by the way, Archangel Raphael is often associated with really good communication, but a lot of it is to do with relationships and how we are relating to ourselves and others. So it has a healing component. This card here, the Two of Raphael, the message here is two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. So that your special person in life, the two of you are coming together and you're involved in sharing your energy, time and communication on this project or this idea or the life that you're creating together. You are on the same page. You're vibrating on that same frequency in terms of ideas and putting energy into this wonderful life that you have. So don't give up at any time, even if when we have days that are a little bit wobbly. The two of you are creating something really special here, and it's so important to see the bigger picture and not to focus on the little wobbles that we sometimes have. And I'm not saying that you are. This card is really letting us know you've got something very special here, and that you are on the same page, and you are meant to be creating this project, this life together, whatever it is. So keep staying focused on that bigger dream of what you are creating together. That's the point of the message here. Seven of Ariel. Beautiful. You have created and invested wisely. So now it's about, you're almost there. You're just on the tip of being able to start to see the harvest. You know, you've planted seeds well, and now you're about to see everything bloom. So have some patience. It's not too far away for you. Just check in with your progress. Continue with your plannings for the next steps and the next steps, because it's all coming for you. It's all happening it's in the making, and you just need to know that to be reassured that you're on the right path. Don't give up, keep going. This is a really great message for you, Aries. Good job. Great to see this falling into place for you. What else do we have for Aries? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, there's something that's come up that's may not be expected, but let's start with the first card. Queen of Raphael is about, the message is about follow your heart, following your intuition, and there's a particular emphasis at the moment on your home and your family. Now, you're getting some psychic nudges at the moment, and which we could also say is trust your guts and your instincts around a matter at the moment. You do have someone in your life who's able to help guide you in terms of bringing some emotional understanding to a situation and helping you to understand the deeper wisdom around something. This is great. It's a help to you. It's also a very healing energy. But the overall arching message here is to follow your heart. Sometimes when we've got decisions to make in life and choices to make, our tendency is to go straight to our head to problem solve. And yes, it's important to have all of the facts of the matter so that we understand what we need to know from a clear objective point of view, but we also need to be able to trust in our intuition, Aries, and to follow our heart. You know, what are we passionate about? What strikes at our heart in terms of inspiration and our purpose in life, that bigger picture scenario. So when it comes to taking action, making decisions, follow your heart, and know that this time in your life at the moment is asking you to stretch yourself in ways that perhaps you haven't before, in terms of feeling what you need to feel, trusting your gut around something, trusting your intuition, and really see things from a less of a logic brain perspective, but how you are using your ability to connect in with your purpose, your love of what you're doing, how it's contributing to others in a positive way. And trusting yourself as you're making these decisions. And by the way, as you connect in with this this spirit and this essence of trusting your heart and doing what you love, you are actually going to help improve the relationships in your life and go to a new level here, which is going to be wonderful personally, obviously, but also it can also do wonders in terms of the relationships you have with your customers and clients and the people that you work with. They're going to have a lot of trust in you as they can see you love and trust yourself. That's very important. It gives us an authenticity about what we are doing. You are also going to be, as you give out this lovely energy, you're going to be attracting that into your life too. And there's going to be someone around you at the moment who's going to be very helpful to you in terms of giving you good advice. It could be a mentor, it could be someone who's wise that you trust in your life, or a psychologist to help you with your mental and emotional well-being. All of these things are about self-care, strengthening who we are, and really using the best of our skills and qualities to have a great life. Okay, so having prefaced that, we now move to a situation where something in your life is finishing. So it might be a cycle, it might be something to do with business, it may be something that's been bugging you for such a long time that you're finally free from this, you're letting this situation go. So it's the 10 of Michael card, which means something has come to a finish. With that in mind, it means that you are now free for new beginnings, new opportunities coming your way. So sort of like the old world is finished, and the things that you were doing, and it could be business relationships, it could be, I don't know, anything, as it's a general reading, but whatever has been in the past, the way you've been doing things, that's finished, and you're now stepping into new opportunities. Space is being provided for a fresh start, which is really positive. So that is the 10 of Michael card. Finishing off the past and making way for a beautiful new future. Okay, so now we have the perspective card, is seeing things from a different perspective, which is like the Hangman card in the traditional tarot. So there's something that you're focusing on at the moment that you just need to pause on, because you need to perhaps take a different perspective around it. There may be a better way, Spirit is saying. So before you go ahead with any big decisions on something, just pause for a moment and check in with your heart, because we've been told it's important for you to follow your heart, and check in for your intuition and your insight around something. Is there a gut feel about something? Don't rush your decision if there's any doubt in terms of whether it feels right or not. You just may be asked, hey, time out here, let's take a look at it from a different angle, give yourself a little bit of time to think about it differently. It's like, sleeping on the idea before you make the decision. Spirit is saying, at the moment, what's really important is for you to trust yourself and the fact that you are unique in your perspective and the way you do things, Aries. It's Spirit is encouraging you to be different, encouraging you to be your authentic self. Dare to be different, dare to try new things. And that's why perhaps the advice is just pause a moment before you go off and do something. There may be something very special in terms of a better idea or a better way to approach something. So this is great. This is a good heads up for you, because if you just pause a moment, when we have those random moments, either driving in the car or in the shower or just as we're nodding off to sleep, whatever it is, and suddenly bam, an idea pops in. this may be that beautiful point of difference that Spirit is saying, yeah, before you hit that button, just wait. There's something brewing there that's going to come and be a brilliant idea for you. So I love that. That's a little bit of a, hey, wake up call. Just hold on there a minute before you go straight ahead. There might be something else that's going to come. So just give it a little bit of space for that to germinate. All right, then we have the 5 of Raphael. Again, 5 is a transition card. Something shifting and changing here. So it may be around the fact that the original plan that you had, you don't go ahead with, and this may be why the perspective card has come up. So the original plan that you thought was perhaps the thing, Spirit is saying, well, hang on a minute, I don't think it is the thing. And that's why Spirit is suggesting you just wait a moment, because something's shifting, something's changing. So the 5 of Raphael, trust your gut feel around this. Something's not quite right, and it may be really a good thing. If the universe is stepping in to stop something, don't be disappointed. It may be that you've just been saved from something that wouldn't work out in the end in your favour. So something is changing. Know that it's for a good reason. Don't be disappointed. It's really creating an opportunity for you that's going to be better. So see the positives in it. If something doesn't kind of work out to plan, there's a really good reason for it. And things are going to be, there's going to be another way that's better. So that's good to know. It's a really great heads up. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, what else do we have for Aries? Yeah, great. So good advice. Stay determined to keep moving forward is the advice. You're on a roll. So stay determined, move forward, be prepared for any possibility. So when this shift comes, and it's a realization either on your behalf or someone else's not to proceed with something, then just see that as an opportunity. Keep going forward, keep staying focused on what it is that you're creating and what you're doing, and be prepared for something else as being a different and better way of doing it. Yeah, 9 of Gabriel. So you're almost there. Keep the channels of communication open. Keep your idea of what's possible open as well. Page of Ariel. Brilliant. I love it. So it would seem to me your bacon was saved. I don't know where that expression comes from. So an opportunity is going to be offered to you. Okay, there's going to be the opportunity to develop your business or your education, doing more research. Something better is coming. So there you go. I think that's the reason why you are asked to just pause a moment and have patience to rethink something. So the Page of Ariel lets us know that an opportunity is coming in for you. Now, this could be all sorts of things. It could be education, it could be a business grant, it could be a new way of doing your business. It could be an opportunity to learn or have a mentor. Whatever it is, you're going to be busy, but this is a good thing for you. The next one is Page of Gabriel. So the encouragement here is be brave, be optimistic, keep going, follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge. So you have the energy, you have the resources, you have the ability here. Spirit is very much encouraging you. The page energy does feel like you're a newbie in the space, but you know what? We've got to work hard. We've got to put in the effort, and it's a lot of it is to do with our passion and our desire that energizes us to keep going forward. So you're on the right track here. 6 of Ariel, your material needs are going to be fulfilled in unexpected ways. So relax around that. Just know that you're going to have what you need at the right time. There's plenty of love and kindness around you, people willing to support you. And also sometimes we just need to ask. We just need to ask, Aries, for that extra help. And it may not cost much at all. It may be just, can you help me with this idea? Or can you write that review for me? Can you give me a hand for an hour or two with this? Whatever it is, don't be afraid to ask. People do love to help and support. And so you are going to get your needs met in a whole lot of various different ways. So don't let that hold you back. It's also about gratitude. You know, when we give and receive, we help each other. So if you're asking some support from someone, what can you do for them? It doesn't even have to be about money. It just may be a bit of your time and energy. So that's beautiful. I love that. It's such a positive reading, Aries. Well done. Okay, let's see what else is coming up for you. I'm just looking at my cards to see what's going to be most helpful. I'm going to pull a card from the Wisdom of Oracle deck. So thank you, Spirit. What other guidance do you have for Aries at this time? What does Aries need to know right now? Thank you, Spirit. The Fates. Let's take a look. So this is interesting. This talks about the law of cause and effect. What goes around comes around. Karma. Accepting that there are some things in life we can't change, and it's about knowing what those things are. So rather than putting energy, worry or stress into an area of our life that can't be changed, Spirit is saying don't bother doing that. Just accept some things are the way they are. However, you can certainly, you have control over your life, the way you respond to life, the choices that you make. So in essence, this card is about accepting the things that you can't change in life and having the courage to change what you can. So this may be that in terms, without getting heavy or anything, in terms of the thing that didn't work out over here, Spirit may be just saying, okay, let's not worry about something that we can't affect. Let's refocus our energy on what you can control and what you can create. Remembering at the very beginning here, the Nine of Raphael was about wishes, making a wish and dreams becoming a reality. Well, that happens when we get very clear about our vision and then we take the steps towards it. So you can control your reality by what you decide and your intentions. Yeah. So if you're a person who tends to want to hang on to something when you're disappointed and you really, really want to get to the heart of the matter and you want to discuss, well, why didn't this work and I don't understand, and you know, explain it to me, and you put perhaps too much energy into that. Spirit is saying, please don't go there. It's just a waste of your time and energy. And there are some things in life we just don't need to know all of the detail. We don't need to understand. The fact is, something didn't work, the door is closed, whatever it is, move on. In terms of relationships, just remembering we can't change people either. Okay, if people aren't presenting their best self to you or they are very, very different to you, just remember you can't change them. They are who they are. So there's that other element of accepting people for who they are and not trying to change them to suit you. Yeah. Right, and in terms of prosperity, let's have a look here. Sometimes we'd like so much to be able to control our finances and our prosperity down to the absolute dollar and the timing of everything. But of course, we don't always get to choose exactly what we have in our bank account and exactly the timing of that either. There is a divine timing for everything. So there is an element of accepting what is as well. It may have something to do, the message here may have something to do with perhaps there is a situation that you have to accept that does affect your prosperity, but you actually don't have control over that situation. And it may be to do with outside forces that's got nothing to do with your choices. And sometimes that can be very frustrating, but we just need to accept what is. And you may not understand. So if it's got something that does affect you financially, legally, or whatever, it may be that no matter how frustrating it is for you, that you actually don't get a chance to do anything about it. It may be that for some of you, you lose some money over a situation, you may feel really annoyed by it and feel that it's unfair, but at the end of the day, are you going to be able to change anything about it? So for some of you, it may be that you need to surrender to the situation and just make mental note next time of how perhaps you could avoid the situation or make better choices. Yeah. All right, so let's leave it at that. You've got an amazing reading here. I'll just check in to see if there's anything else in terms of guidance for you, Aries. It's really, really great reading so far. I think what I'm going to do is just keep it simple and just draw a card for a Namaste blessing for you. I love the reading overall. It's very positive and very clear. So let's see. Let's have this one's coming out for you. The blessing of oneness. It's very positive. I like that. So I'll read it for you. Bring your awareness within and connect with the eternal you. Love, abundance and blessings flow to you. Feel a deep sense of peace. Feel the oneness, the clarity, the perfection and the love that you truly are. That's beautiful. I really like that. It's kind of blends beautifully with the Two of Raphael card, two hearts dedicated to something wonderful. So this is about bringing your awareness within and the essence of who you are as a spirit and a soul person, by the way, and how love and abundance and blessings are possible in your life when you follow your heart. Remember this card here? So when we follow our heart, we tap into the reason why we're here, our soul purpose. And that helps us to feel at one with everything around us and create that beautiful flow of energy in our life and flow of abundance. It's not a mind thing, it's a heart thing and a soul thing. When we understand that principle, that abundance comes from flow with our energy, that comes from our heart and our soul, that's when we really understand the key to an abundant life. It's not a mind thing. Anyway, that is your blessing for your reading the first week of November, Aries. Aries, that was your reading for the first week of November. I hope you enjoyed that. It does seem to be fairly straightforward. There's a lot of really great advice in there for you as things are shifting and changing and the opportunity to have a new perspective around things. I'm loving the read. You're on the right path. It's wonderful. So maybe watch it another time just to get in all of those beautiful messages. Now, if this has resonated for you and it's a helpful message, please give the video a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please click on that little notification bell and spread the word with others. Tell them to come to Living with Spice so they can also benefit with the divine messages for their zodiac sign. All right, Aries, lots of love to you, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye now.